I'm about to say some things about certain conservative influencers that a lot of conservatives may not like to hear. Now, there's a lot of conservative influencers who are fantastic, but the truth is, there's a lot of conservative influencers right now, like a good handful, who are not fantastic, and they're pulling their entire party down with them. I'm naming just a couple of names today. There's other ones that are too bad to even name, like certain men who've actually become white nationalists. There's a lot of conservative influencers that I like, but there's ones who've actually become wacko. The Democrats told them they were one thing, and they said, okay, I'll become that then. And they literally became the bigot that the Dems said they were. All right, let's get into it though. Sadly, I predicted this about a year ago. America now has a new record high of people identifying as independent. And guess what? The number one party being left to become independent is Republican. I predicted this. Now, there are a lot of people who've left Democrat to become independent, but it's now swung to there's more independent people who lean left than independent people who lean right. You can see it has just really jumped in recent years. And here's the breakdown by generation. All right, let me explain why. In the pandemic, the Biden administration turned tyrannical in a lot of ways, and it freaked a lot of people on the left out, in addition to Biden just seeming completely out of it. His VP tries to run for president and is just as out of it. So it was turning a lot of people off from the Democrats. There was huge momentum to the right because the Democrats seemed anti-freedom, and most Americans just want to be left alone and be free. So this was a huge opportunity for Republicans. Sure enough, a ton of people went to the right. Trump wins the election easily, and the Republicans immediately start to blow it. The conservatives, I think what's happening is the Republican Party is shedding voters at a record pace right now because of conservative influencers. These influencers are straight up hateful. It started with the anti-trans movement, not just anti-trans, but like hateful bullies saying like really nasty stuff online. Some of the top male influencers who were doing this, I think male and female, but the conservative females, what they were doing is just bullying women in general. And it was led by Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens, sadly. Now, I used to love to watch Megyn Kelly on Fox News. She turned into the craziest bully, bullying Beyonce because she can't wear jeans. Only Sydney Sweeney can wear jeans. Bullying Jennifer Aniston for who knows what reason. Bullying Taylor Swift because she voted wrong. And the way she would trash talk Meghan Markle was insane. Over the dumbest stuff. Like Meghan Markle was 9 months pregnant doing a little baby dance to try to get her contractions going. And it's a cute little video. And Meghan's just absolutely just laying into her with the nastiest lines. Candace Owens is over there doing the same, straight up high school bullying of girls, including Nicole Arbor, which is a fellow conservative of Candace. She would just lay into that chick with the nastiest stuff, calling her like an old hag who's off her meds. I called Candace out for that. What is this bullying? You guys are freaking losing your Republican Party here with this nasty bullying. It's turning everyone off. And I was like, here Candace Owens is with a brilliant mind and she's using it for bullying. I put that on my Insta story. She replies to my story saying, no, you really don't understand how she's really off her meds. She's really off her meds. Dude, she's a fellow Trump voter with you, and you guys are disintegrating your own party, grossing people out who had just switched to you, and now they're going to switch back to independent, maybe even vote Democrat next time. Dumb moves by so many conservative influencers. I am not surprised in the least to see this going on. Democrat-leaning independents growing. Dude, Biden handed Republicans a massive opportunity, and they are destroying it. Of course, there's the infighting over Charlie Kirk too, and the weird conspiracy theories being thrown all over the place that are tearing apart the conservative influencer community. It's wacko. Meanwhile, a free market economy and all the basic things of government leave us alone and we get to live our freest lives that Republicans used to stand for, that's out the window. The number one thing that these conservative influencers seem to push now is hatred of anyone who does not agree with every exact opinion they have. And that's why this is happening. That is why we have a new high of independence, because these people who left the Democrats, they're like, dude, I can't go back to Biden and Kamala's party. Those people are wacko, clueless, anti-freedom, but I can't go back to the Republican Party because those guys are bigots and seeming to prove themselves as what the Democrats said they were in a lot of cases. Trump is out here keeping a bunch of his promises, but these conservative influencers who are supposed to be pushing him are so freaking distracting with all their BS that they're actually jacking up his party for him. And it's just interesting to watch. My prediction proven.